example. So what I'm trying to say is, ya ikhwan, emulating Rasulullah ﷺ will only advance you in the modern world. In fact, the modern world took their knowledge off us, Rasulullah ﷺ. Can I just say one more thing before I go to the next question? I'm quite passionate about this. This is what we talk to our students always about. You know the sunnah of dipping the fly in the food? Your hands up if you know the sunnah of dipping the fly. Okay, hands up if you've ever encountered that, where you had to eating the fly got dipped in your soup or food or something. Yeah, I had that too. You know, Rasulullah ﷺ told us about the sunnah that if a fly lands in your food and dies in it, dip it and then throw it out, because one wing carries the bacteria and the other wing carries the antidote. I was on the internet one time and there were these people, you know, making fun of this hadith. This hadith was up there and making people, what's this man backward nation following this ancient religion of a man who was in the desert? If a fly lands in your food, you dip it. We told you these Muslims are dirty. You know, the flies dipping in them, it's been in the toilet, being here and there. Suddenly, an article showed up. A research article by a very prominent research, a woman researcher in America, biochemist. And this article said, we were asking the question about how a fly can survive in the most dirtiest bacteria and not die. We thought it would be a good idea if we can extract the antibodies from that fly and make it an antidote, an antibody for human beings injected in them as a vaccination to make them stronger and more immune against bacteria. Because you know that type of bacteria which the fly goes to, feces and urine, that's the cause of hepatitis which kills you, hepatitis A, B and C. And this researcher said, we were trying to find out how do we extract this antidote, this antibody from them. And they said the only way we found is, they thought, you know, we can't go into its blood and take it out and inject it and all that stuff. They said the only way we found out is the easiest way and the most efficient way is to just dip them in liquid. Wallahi. We dip them in liquid, and that way if they die, the antidote naturally falls off their body into the antidote and we can transfer it into a vaccination. Everybody, no more comments. Emulating Rasulullah ﷺ will only advance you. But the problem with the Muslims today is that we don't understand the sunnah. We take it so far away to the point where if you eat on a table, you're not emulating Rasulullah. What's that? If I dress in pants, I'm not emulating Rasulullah. Obviously, if you're going to become like that, it's going to be a big problem for you. One brother, he was studying engineering, he left it. He wants to emulate Rasulullah. Like, Ya akhi tayyib, Rasulullah ﷺ spoke about engineering and maths in the Quran. You're emulating him, insha'Allah ta'ala. And Rasulullah ﷺ was flexible, very flexible, you know, and fluid. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us understanding of Rasulullah ﷺ's sunnah. Tfaddal akhi.
And remember, we hear and we obey is the practical implementation of La ilaha illallah.